Okay, so by now, I'm pretty sure that many of you are quite aware of the AI feature in Google Slides that you can use to transform your basic document, your simple presentation draft, into something that looks more appealing and more polished and ready to be presented. So that is a great feature because it can save you some time, and instead of thinking about how to design the slide, you can just focus on the content that you actually want to present. But there is one big problem with this AI feature in Google Slides, and that is the design or the slide that was created is basically not easy to modify because it is not a slide. It is actually just a picture that happens to look like a slide document. So that's why when you click on the content, you will see this option to edit the image. And basically, if there is anything that you want to change, you have to tell AI. If you want to change maybe just one letter or one word in that whole slide design, then you have to describe it. And I think that's not very efficient, not to mention that you have to wait for the new version to be generated. So overall, that is not a great experience if you want to work on the document that was created by AI. But fortunately, Google has heard our complaint. So not long ago, they just released a new upgrade to this feature, and you can now generate a bespoke slide on Google Slides, but it is basically editable. So after the slide was generated, you can just treat it as a normal traditional slide. You can click on the text and then change the content, change the color, adjust the position, the size, etc. So it is way better than just a static image. And with this new upgrade, they also brought a new feature that lets you create a slide, but it can match a particular style or design from your other document, which I think is really cool. If you have a business or a product and you want to match the presentation with a particular branding, then you can use this new feature. It's really cool. So I'm going to show you how you can utilize this new feature on Google Slides, how you can generate basically an editable slide document, and it can also follow a particular style or design from the other document on your Google account. So the first thing that you need to do is you have to make sure that you are in any of these plans on the Google AI subscription. So you have to be in any of these plans, and for me, I'm using Google AI Pro, so I have access to this new feature. But if you are not paying for any of these services, then there's actually one way to be able to just get this AI feature without paying anything, and that is by joining a program called Google Workspace Labs program. So to access that, you can open a new tab on the browser and then navigate to this URL. And actually, I'll just put this link in the description down below. So this is a program that Google offers to basically anyone to join to this program. And basically, you can just log in with your Google account. And after that, you should be able to access some really cool AI features in various Google products, particularly Google Workspace. So you can enjoy this feature without paying anything. And that's just kind of insane. But anyway, after that, you can open a document on Google Slides that you want to turn or you want to polish using AI. So in this case, I have a very simple presentation document. It is just a blank white document with some text. It is very, very basic, but I want to make it to look prettier. So first, you have to select a slide. So let's say I'm going to select this first slide, and then open this Gemini button. All right, now I'm going to select a document from my account. Then I'm going to try, I want AI to follow the style of that document. Click this button, click Add from Drive. Okay, now right here, I'll select perhaps this document, click Add. And then for the prompt, honestly, you can use a simple plain English, like you want AI to redesign this slide based on this document, or you can also just use this prompt, and it's actually a default prompt in Google Slides. Oh, sorry about that. Copy and paste, redesign this slide to most effectively communicate the content, prefer well-structured visual layouts. All right, send a message. And just wait. So it is actually way faster than the typical slide image generation, because it is designing something with text, not with image. That's why it is going to be a lot faster, although right now it is still in beta. And there are actually a few things that you need to know, like for example, it's not able, you cannot generate multiple slides in one go. You can only do this one slide at a time, which is I'm not a big fan of, but that's the current limitation that you need to know. Okay, so this is the design. And yeah, it looks pretty good. It's not the same because I noticed that the font is not the same, but anyway, I'm going to click replace. If you click the replace button, then it will just replace the current slide. But if you don't want to do that, then you can click this and then click insert, and it will create a new slide after this one. So you will retain the original slide if you want to, but in this case, I'll just replace my first slide. And there you go. Okay, now finally I got the correct font and it looks really good. Okay, there's this kind of watermark, it's not necessary. Okay, so yeah, it looks really cool and it looks the same as in the original document. So anyway, in the previous example that I have shown earlier, you might have noticed that I have many different styles in one document, and that is absolutely possible. You could have multiple different styles in one document, like maybe one slide look like this, the second slide look like this. It's a possibility. So for this example, let's try, maybe I'll try to use this one, and I'm going to send a different document. Let me just, oh, sorry about that. Send a different document. And by the way, I actually got that sample document from Gamma. That's why there was a Gamma watermark in the slide, but it wasn't actually necessary. I'll try to use this one. And I'll just use the same prompt again. And then send a message. And just wait until it finishes. So yeah, you can have multiple designs, although I think it's better to have just one unified style for the whole slides in that document. But hey, at least that's one creative way to make your slide to be a bit more unique. Okay, for now, I can't edit this type of content. You can ask to create a new slide instead. So sometimes when the slide is too complex, like maybe it contains a table, AI might not be able to continue. It's not able to modify or create something based on that structure. So that's one thing to be aware of. Okay, let me try something else, like perhaps maybe this one. Okay, I'll send the same message again. Yeah, and hopefully we can get something from this. Okay, so this is the result. I'm going to replace it. And yeah, it looks quite decent, although I'm expecting something with a different image. But anyway, it still looks amazing. Now, if you are wondering if it is still possible to generate a slide that in a previous way, like by using the AI image model, the answer is yes, you can still generate a slide picture using the Gemini non-banana model. So for example, in the demo document, this is actually just the slide that was created using the AI image model. So it is still quite possible to use that, and you can access the feature by navigating to the slide menu and then click beautify as image, or you can also just open the banana icon on the right side of the screen to open the menu where you can create a slide, create an image, or even create an infographic based on your content. So all those amazing AI image features are still available, but now at least we have the option to modify or to create a slide that is easy to modify. So that's basically how you can create a branded, editable, and bespoke cool slide using AI in Google Slides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. I wish you a great day ahead.